I have been wondering if, with all the excitement over AI, as leaders, have we forgotten some of those business lessons that made us so successful in our jobs today? We spent years learning how to lead and communicate and make decisions and build trust. AI did not make those lessons less important. AI cannot replace those lessons. As leaders, are we the ones who are making AI confusing? Think about that right now. Even stop this recording. Are you, as a leader, are you making AI confusing for your team and even for yourself? That's what I want to talk about today. AI is making B2B teams and our customers confused, but is it AI's fault? People are using AI, but sometimes forgetting to bring their own business knowledge and judgment into the process. Different people get different answers. Leaders may be sending out information that is not in line with what they've told their teams before. Why? Because they're not reviewing what they're sending out. People are using what AI generated as the, but it's not everyone. AI is an assistant. AI is something you need to review to make sure that it is in line with your voice, your mission, your goals, and also how you guide your team. If you give your team conflicting information, they get confused. And when they get confused, they'll step back. They'll feel a little paralyzed. They're going to be scared. They might do something wrong, or they don't even know how to proceed in the right direction.
Grounding AI is more than a podcast about artificial intelligence. It's a conversation for leaders trying to understand how AI fits into business, relationships, and real-world decision-making. Hosted by Donna Peterson, each episode shares practical insights to help teams use AI more effectively, build trust, improve communication, and stay human in a rapidly changing world. If you're looking for practical conversations instead of hype, you're in the right place. Now, let's get back to the episode.
What I want to go through now is some business books that I have read over the years that have really solidified how I operate in business, but how with AI sometimes people forget. The first book, Start With Why, by Sinek. When you introduced AI into your company, did you sit down with your entire team and talk to them about why? Why are we bringing AI into our company? This is very important. You need to make sure that your team is all on the same page and understand why AI is being brought into the business. They need to be part of that discussion, because if they're not part of the discussion, you're never going to get their buy-in to use it on a regular basis and see what AI can do for you. Second book, and this is not in order, I like them all for different reasons. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Covey. You've got to have your end in mind. So before you begin anything, you bring AI, have the end in mind. What are we trying to accomplish? So you have, why do we bring AI in, to now, what do you want to accomplish with this tool? And this can be something where you discuss it as an overarching over the entire company, but then over each individual department. And it needs to be discussed both ways with the entire team. The third book, Extreme Ownership. As leaders, we own it. This is our job, to bring AI into our companies, to show the team why they should use it, what they can accomplish with these tools, make sure they understand it, Ask them if they have any questions, because in the end, if it fails, if these AI tools don't help our company succeed, it falls on us as leaders. It's our responsibility. We have to take ownership of this. It doesn't mean go out and buy another AI tool because this one's really going to help us. No, you've got to go through some of the business basics we've all learned over the years and use that with AI. AI is not the one that's making this confusing. It's the leaders that are bringing AI into the companies that is making it confusing. And that is permeating out to your prospects and your customers. And when that happens, you lose trust. And so we need to get a hold of this. The fourth book, 4 Disciplines of Execution. This book is extremely important, and I quote this book a lot because you could come listen to me speak at the different events I'm at. You can have me come into your company and train your team. But if people do not implement it, it is a waste of time and money on everyone's part. That is why now a lot of my sessions incorporate a workshop, because I want to make sure that before anyone walks out of there, they have implemented one thing that kind of gives them that aha moment so that they're going to continue on this path using AI. One of the examples they used in this book had to do with the different shifts on a manufacturing floor. And they wanted to see how they could really entice them to improve productivity. So they put a big, huge scoreboard up on the wall so that each shift could see where their team was. And what happened is the people on the shift started to bond together to be a team. You could do the same with AI. AI, learning AI, can be a great team building exercise for your company. But you can also kind of implement as a game, a challenge amongst the departments of the uniquest way they used AI this week. You can figure out a creative way to create your own AI scoreboard that the whole team can look at. So it encourages them to work together as departments, but then also to implement more of these AI tools. This is our job as leaders. Our job as leaders is not to just bring the tools in. Our job as leaders is to explain the why, to understand what is that goal at the end we're trying to achieve. Have extreme ownership as a leader. Show your team how you're using AI, how it has saved you maybe that 15, 30 minutes to go do this task that you prefer to do. These are all things you need to show your team because it all comes trickling down from the top. And they've got to see that you value AI so much, you're using it yourself. You're probably thinking to yourself, okay, that's great, Donna. These are the books. I know about these books, but now what? How can I take that and put it into our company? So let's set the stage for our team. First, pull your entire team together. And this is where you, as the leader of your company, can run it, or you can bring in an external person like myself. But sit down with that team and go over those lessons we just discussed about. Why do you want to bring AI into your company? And don't just say, because everybody else is using it, because our competitors are using it. No, come on, people. Your company is unique. Why are you bringing AI into your specific company? And you got to have that open with everyone on your team. Then also find out from them, how do they feel about AI? Are they a person that says, I don't want to learn another technology? Are they a person that says, no, I'm going to lose my own voice. I don't want them to know anything about me. You've got to really understand them. When I go into companies and I'm talking about marketing, one of the first things I do is I sit down and I say, let's discuss your audience. And they'll say, oh, I know my audience inside and out. They are the CEO of a pharmaceutical manufacturing company. It is 50 to 500 employees. The revenue is this. And they go on and they keep listing all these demographics, which is excellent. That means they truly know their audience. But do they understand their audience? I want to stress that. Understand their audience. As leaders, when you're bringing in a new tool, you have to understand that audience. When I was a swim coach, and you have all these swimmers, at one time, I think I had a team of over 80 swimmers, and you're trying to inspire each one of them to hit their personal best, but each one needs to be coached a little differently. There were some that they liked the yeller. And then you had some where it was like, you know what? I don't want you to be nervous. I want you to have confidence in all the hard work you put out. You can do this. And you see that coaching is different for each swimmer, but as leaders and companies, you need to coach your team in using AI differently. If they're advanced users and someone who always wants every new tool in tech, you handle them different than someone who says, please, I don't want another AI or technology tool. I'm doing my job just fine. Think about that. Make sure you truly understand your team and how they feel about this, how they feel about having AI in the company. AI is similar to the coaching, like I said, but anything you do within your company, it's just like when I was a swim coach. You've got to understand your people and you need to lead them. You need to coach them in the way that is best for them. Also, after you institute AI and you have this first grade session, which is great, and maybe you set up that challenge, make sure you have regular meetings. Make sure you do that progress report of each department or the company who's using AI, but also introduce a new tactic. AI is changing every single day. We've seen that. From November of 2022, when it was introduced to us as, they would say, like a elementary fifth grader, to today, where you are talking to a PhD, and along with all the other features and then all the other tools offering all these features, AI has exploded on the scene. And you have to have those monthly meetings to encourage your team to continue being innovative in their approach of using AI, but also keeping them comfortable, pushing them along the path, just like in marketing, where we try to move a prospect along the buyer's journey to buy. Same with AI. You've got to introduce your team to AI, but you constantly need to keep them educated and comfortable with the tool so that they leverage it to the full capacity so that they become your loyal user. Just like that customer, you want them to become a loyal brand user or advocate. Same with AI, you want your team to become loyal users so that they will advocate on why people should use AI and maybe introduce new ways for people to use AI. When you get that team buy-in and you get everyone on the same page as understanding why we need the tool, what it can do for us, and if you give them examples, they get that aha moment where they're like, okay, we can't live without it. AI can be used for organization and communication and saving time. But now the tools have advanced so much so that AI can take over those mundane processes that a lot of us don't like to do. And this can only happen properly when leaders and even each individual uses it with their experience, with their judgment, and their own business knowledge. Everyone on your team has great knowledge. That's why you hired them. Make sure that they're using that information that they have learned, that they have been taught with how they use these AI tools. AI is not confusing. Using AI is not confusing. The confusion comes when you, as leaders, and I don't want to put the onus just on us, but it is our job, extreme ownership, it is our job to make sure that our entire team is comfortable with using AI, knowing how to use AI, and seeing where AI can take us as a company. We as leaders can now set that stage. We can get rid of the confusion that's out there within our team. And as you talk to your team, they're also going to see how marketing and sales need to use it, because now the messaging that is sent out, because marketing and sales are talking, but they're also reviewing everything AI is generating. They're just not taking what AI generates and placing it up there. Like the companies are now like, oh, we're posting like 10 blogs a month and blah, blah, AI is great. And I just sit there going, are you reviewing these blogs before you're posting them? And a lot of times, oh, we skim it over. No, 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 no. It has to be in your voice. It has to be your thoughts. It has to be what's happening within your company if you want that blog to really help your brand stand out. So like I said, AI is not making it confusing. It's us as individuals who are making AI confusing. If you need help understanding this better so that you have a clear vision, so that you can go talk to your team or your customers, please feel free to reach out to me. Leave a comment below and we'll get back to you, or you can email me at dpeterson@worldinnovators.com. Please leave a comment, share your thoughts. We need to spread the word on grounded ways to use AI so that companies can leverage it to its full capacity. Thank you very much and have a great day. Until next week. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the World Innovators B2B Marketing Excellence and AI podcast. If you'd like to be updated when new episodes come out, don't forget to subscribe. Also, check out our social media accounts to stay up to date on B2B marketing trends.